Soul music emerged in the late 1950s in African-American neighborhoods in Chicago, Memphis, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Artists like Ray Charles and Sam Cooke started to merge R&B sounds with gospel music. Memphis developed its own distinct soul sound, which relied heavily upon gospel. Music in Memphis was almost exclusively performed on the famous Beale Street.
Green Onions, Booker T and the MGs, 63, that's the first thing.
I was really kind of straddling the fence between rock and roll and R&B, but my love was R&B. I heard gospel music when I was 10 years old, moving to Memphis, Tennessee from a farm in Missouri, and fell in love with it. And then I got to hear people like Little Richard and Bo Diddley and Chuck Berry, and those guys blew me away.
It's no secret about the relationship between all of us at Stax Records. We were a family, and we're still a family today, although some of them are gone.
This would be a great duet. And of course, Jim jumped at the chance because, hey, here's a chance for us to compete with Marvin and Tammy.
Hello, I'm Otis Redding III. We were in Gateway Park, standing by my father's statue. I'm Otis Redding III. That's Otis Redding.
These arms.
Otis was my favorite, so I would say Otis from the Stax, from that camp. And my dad was heavily into Otis.
When I first came to Memphis to record for Stax Records, this is the hotel, Lorraine Hotel. This is where basically all the artists would come, and during the nighttime, we would write songs, you know, songs like Knock on Wood, California Girl, Big Bird, so many different ones, Midnight Hour.
And soul's everybody there, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like touch that heart and make people happy. So that's what soul music is about, making people happy.
That moment, a little voice spoke to me in my ear and says, "Geno, I think this is a job for you." Ha! I've been doing it ever since. I'm addicted now.
He wanted musicians, and I stupidly said, I mean, you know, I suppose they're going to sort of mime. Well, then he said, absolutely no way they're going to mime.
It's music you can't stand and listen to. You must move your body.
If I was to say
you've got to dance to soul music.
I'd say positive energy.
Nowhere around you, baby. Nowhere to hide.
Soul it's everything. It's a feeling. It's a being. It encompasses so much. I mean, like it's all about delivery and making people believe in what you're saying.
The state of Alabama's music heritage is second to no other state in the nation. Nat King Cole is from Montgomery, Alabama, the same city that Eddie Floyd is from. So, you know, Eddie's roots have ties with Hank Williams, the great country singer, Nat King Cole.
Willie, remember what you said about finding a guy, a young guy that can sing for the company to be successful? He said, yeah. I said, well, he's the guy, Al Green, that's the guy right there. And he was sitting there, honest to God, he was sitting there with a pen and a piece of paper, and then he started, well, you think I'm sitting there with this pen and paper for?
Soul music is, soul is what touches me about music. That's what it is. Soul is what touches me about music, and that happens not only in soul music, but in jazz, blues, and all music. So it's when those
other genres of music have elements of soul within them, that's when the music touches me.
Well, it's the music I was listening to as a teenager, really. I mean, as a kid, I was always interested in music.
So here we are, Stax Records, Memphis, Tennessee. We have so many artists in there to see, and so let's just go inside.
When Wilson Pickett first came in, this is the first time we'd ever come across a vocal booth. And then they asked him to go and stand in the vocal booth to do the vocals. He went, well, I'm standing there. He said, and the band are in here. And he was having none of it, you know. So he refused to sing in the vocal booth, and also had got one of these posh microphones that's all sprung. Didn't want that, so it was an SM58, just like on stage.
Soul music is, if you take it on its a literal interpretation of the word soul music, you know, it's that connection between your soul and the way you express it musically.
The skirts of wind-blown caution that devalue a man. Greed's belly rumbles, and we pause as they fumble. Silence in the jungle for the devourer man.
And it's been our music for years and years and years, you know, and it's an absolute gas to work with this guy.
And I'd just like to say that the best gig I've ever seen was at Stax tour when they came to Cardiff.
It was natural that I went down the soul saxophone path rather than the jazz saxophone. People think you've got a saxophone so you play jazz, but I've got a saxophone and I play soul music.
Soul music, and that's all I want to do. That's all I'm gonna do. My saying is, I rock till I drop.